He came walking from the mist like a melody half-remembered. Ragged cloak, battered lute slung across his back, strings frayed like spider silk. His eyes held the weight of applause long past, and silences too heavy to bear.
I was once a bard,
he said, voice low, as though the truth might startle the air.
But the song that was mine, the song that was me, is scattered like leaves in a wind I cannot name.
The road behind him stretched empty to the horizon. Ahead, only the uncertain turning of fate. I asked his name. He smiled without joy.
When I remember my song, perhaps I'll remember that too.
We found the first fragment in a village market. A child singing a skipping rhyme to the rhythm of her wooden hoop. The words were nonsense to her, but the bard stopped mid-step, as if the ground itself had seized him. He knelt, whispering the rhyme back to her, and his voice trembled.
This was the first verse.
It was bright and careless, full of green fields and rain-warmed stones. As he sang it once more, the market seemed to lean in, listening. The air shifted. The child laughed, unknowing she had given back a piece of a man's soul. The second fragment lay in a place where no music should have survived. A field of rusted helms and broken banners, the grass swallowing the bones. A lone veteran sat there, mending his boot, under his breath. The tune was solemn, heavy with the weight of the fallen. The bard closed his eyes and joined the hum, and I swear, the air grew warmer, the rust brightened. I played this at the end of the battle, he said, for the ones who could not go home. His fingers touched the lute strings. One note rang clear, unbroken by time. The third fragment came from a tavern tucked against the sea, where the air was thick with salt and song. A woman with silver-threaded hair sang to herself while mending nets. Her voice was low, tender, shaped by tides and years. The bard stood frozen, hand gripping the table until his knuckles whitened. I wrote this, he murmured, for someone I swore I'd return to. When the woman saw him, her song faltered. Then she smiled and kept singing. Tears traced salt upon his cheeks. The net in her lap glittered with the light of the setting sun. By the time the last fragment was found, in a lonely glade where wind and water sang together, the bard's voice had changed. It carried not only notes, but the weight of journeys and the lightness of things reclaimed. When he played the song whole for the first time in years, the air shimmered, and I thought I've heard the footsteps of all who had ever known it. He turned to me, eyes alight. Now I remember my name, he said, and now I can sing yours.